Welcome to the Divine Healing Channel. My name is Jane. I was guided to bring this message to the collective today. When I was just pulling down the decks and shuffling them and just getting them ready to clear, this card popped out, so I thought they asked me to put it aside. So it's from one of the dragon decks. They asked me to do the same for this one. And they'll have me read these cards at the end of the reading. And these cards will have everything to do with what they were talking about in the reading. Or they'll elaborate for whatever reason. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. If you like the videos, please subscribe and like and share. Ring the notification bell. Is that too many, Spirit? Yeah, it's too many. Hitting the like button, and it really does help the channel to grow. It helps with the algorithm, or at least that's what I'm told. All right, Spirit. I have started doing personal readings. In the description, I have an email address that you can contact me. This one. Okay. I honestly can't even make out what that picture is on the front of it. No idea. Okay, anyway. We'll read that after. Okay. So what next, Spirit? I'm not really sure. I did some meditation and went on my walk earlier, but this one. So I'm not really sure what the message is. Well, fertility, number 27. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into new and grander expression of ourselves. Fertility. Okay. They also asked me to bring out my runes. Okay, so I guess they're going to want me to use the runes, these two. Compassion, number 15 and 37, realization. So you have that 27, 37, you have that 10 again. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Wow. And realization is the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Yeah. And you can see the star in this design too. Okay. Consciousness on the bottom and belief under that. Consciousness and belief. Okay. What else? One of these each. Okay, Spirit. Number 8, Flaming Tropicals. I think that might have to do with the root chakra and the fertility. I mean, that's where that would take place, right? Jade Meander. You know, that came out too when I was shuffling. Number 63. don't know why I think that has to do with, look in there, there's the cube again. Everything is built off that cube. The hexahedron cube. Mountain Apus. Receiving. Okay, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to leave that deck right there, so I'll just put that aside. This one? Yeah, this one. This one is the rooted woman. I have no idea what is going on with this reading here. I don't know what the message is, honestly. I mean, we know what fertility is. Is there something that's in that card that invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative and joyful? The well-made and the voice of the other world. There's like a, well, I'll just actually just show it closer and see if you can see that or not. Well-made and, okay, so you want it like this? Yeah, like this. Oh, like this. I see. Okay, okay. All right, so just let me move this over here. Do it like this. I don't know what this message is going to be all about here. I don't even know if you'll be able to see all those cards. Just. Okay, Spirit. Okay, so compassion supports the ability to stand by others without judgment. Yeah, okay, Spirit. So what is Jade Meander? Oh, both of these. Well, the Isle of Women, number 17. Look at that. I thought a card came out number 17. Oh, yeah, look at that one is 17. The dragon one is 17. The Isle of Women. Yeah, this island is where women would go to heal all the women problems, and men weren't allowed to be there during their, I think they might have even given birth there. It was a special island that was just for women. What is going on? Getting all caught up in all these elementals here. And then this one, Divine Madness. I think this is where, this is like when you go on that journey, I think. I'll have to look these all up now. Spirit, they always bring up cards that I don't know what the thing is to them. Okay. I don't work with these cards. Well, these ones, the first ones are these ones, and these ones are new. Okay, so you want me to read these and then pull these? Shaman. Trust in higher forces. You know, they actually had me put on some music, and it's called Clearing Negative Energy Blocks and Unlocking the Gates to Abundance and Prosperity. So, and it also has like a eagle, but the eagle is completely white, and it has like this blue eye that is like shimmering, and in her heart space, it's the flower of life, which I guess would be the fertility, would it not? The flower of life. And then you have the well maiden with the fertility here. High priest, intend and create. And it's a hawk, so that's an eagle, owl, and a hawk. Okay, I need to figure out what these cards mean here. So we have fertility is 27. The long dark days of winter finally give way to the arrival of a new season. All of existence responds in glorious expression. The voices of songbirds fill the air. The hint of green appears on trees and plants, and people walk with a little more bounce in their step. A smile on their face. Spring is a time of fertility, when all the existence is bursting into potential of new life, a time of expansion and promise. We see it around us in the outer world, and we feel it inside us in the inner world. We feel like a grand yes is breathed over us and into us from everywhere. Okay, so fertility refers to the ability to produce offspring. Yeah, we know that. In the new energy, we are invited to consider fertility as a potential to grow something new and inspiring, an idea, project new, and a new paradigm. The blues and greens refer to the fertile grounds on which something can grow. The clouds remind us of the spiritual aspect of the fertility concept, like the birth of a new consciousness. Ugh. And why I'm pausing is because I wrote down things after my meditation and my walk today. And one of the things that I was just seeing, like, everything was in threes. Like, I saw 3 ducks flying over. I ran into 3 cream-colored dogs. One was small, and the next one was medium, and the next one was large. And I just thought how funny that was. And then when I was looking it up, it talked about, like, seeing, like, dogs are considered like guides and healers and protectors, but the ducks, that's like the 3 represents like Trinity, but also higher consciousness. And it says here, inspire people to release old habits and patterns. And I was actually seeing seagulls too, which means good news, something up, like an upcoming epiphany. It could be freedom, versatility, adaptability, trust, instincts. So, you know what? And then I saw 1 crow, 1 seagull, and 1 squirrel. And the squirrel was like boogieing up and down trees and running all around the place. And the crow and the seagull separately, but I could tell that they were like catching, when they catch the air currents, and they were just kind of like doing their thing, but you could tell they were just really enjoying it and they were having fun while they were doing it. So yeah, so that, you know what I mean? And then I saw these like glittery things on the path into the woods where, I mean, very rarely anyone goes. And I just didn't know where they came from, but it kind of reminded me of pentacles. So I found like 8 gold glitter type circles, right? And then I found 1 silver one, which I thought that was weird. I'm like, so there's 9? That's odd. So I assumed that had to do with the 9 of Pentacles. And then when I saw 3 dogs, 3 ducks, and then I saw 1 crow, 1 seagull, and 1 squirrel. So there's another 3, which equals 9. Yeah, so when and then you have March 3rd is tomorrow, because this is like the 2nd, but March 3rd, and also the time was 10:01 when I was so March 3rd tomorrow is another portal. And the number for that day is actually it actually works out to a 6. And a 6 means between heaven and earth. It's like it's where the spirit and matter come together. It's where the fertility, now that's making sense, because number three alone is creating birth of form from something, from the invisible into the world. So it's something like you can't see a baby until it's born. You can't see that seed that's in the ground that's going to sprout. You can't see that right now. That's in the invisible, but it's going to happen. Just like here, she's got like this fruit and stuff. Okay, that's cool. So something's being birthed. That's what that means. I didn't think that what I wrote down had anything to do with any of this, but yes, it does actually. That's cool. Okay. And this is 8, and that's 1. That creates another 9. Okay. So I don't know what these are. Let me look up what those are. Where's the book? Sorry. Okay, this one. Oh, and that one's got that giant book. Yeah, that's right. Number 8. These are new cards, so I don't know any of them. I'm still studying them, but because I have so many decks. Look, passion and fire, spirit. Okay. Fire is an element that I very rarely work with, though. Okay. We here celebrate the vibrant colors and beauty of the exotic tropical. Okay, so this is the card here. So I'm just going to do it like that so you can see it and I can read it. Jeez, I need all the books for this one. So I'm still doing this here. Okay. So the beauty of the exotic tropical flowers called the heliconias. Dynamic tetrahedral geometry excites the image and delivers information on many levels. Okay. All are surrounded by flames that ignite the fever of passion. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought those were birds. I didn't realize it was actually a flower. Okay. Passion represents many faces. The excitement of romantic love, devotion to a just cause, or eagerness to bring vision into manifest form. And that's what, oh my God, and that's the number 3, what that represented. And from bringing from the invisible into, I was thinking the manifesting. Okay, the enthusiasm, passion, embrace of life. At times, passion presents a contrary face, one charged with intense emotion. Impassioned reactions can fire outbursts of anger and rage, fuel righteous indignation, or ignite obsession. That's the shadow self. That's the negative aspect of ourselves. And I'm wondering that's what that black dragon means, because like if you notice like all that light and then you have the dark, and even this elf, he's in dark clothes. So, but yet he has this gold glowing. Yeah, it's a glowing green ball. I don't know if you can see that. But see, you would have to have the divine feminine, the divine masculine. Yeah, that's what they're talking about here, because they're even talking about that. That's what this represents. The passion between men and women and all the emotions that go within it. Oh, the whole top of my head is tingling. Impassioned reactions can fire outbursts of anger. Yeah, okay. Open your awareness and sense the way passion is revealed at this time in your life. Learn to draw upon the fire of passion to fuel your visions and help bring goals to fruition. See yourself embodying the positive aspects of passion and the intention of bringing light to beauty of your being. Engage the most excellent part of this fiery emotion and use as dynamic power wisely. Yeah, okay, so that has to do with the, wow. Okay, so let's see what number 1 is. Wouldn't that be something too? But maiden, like a well maiden, that means she's like a water spirit, I would think, that because water provides life, right? The voice of the other world. A well made, and a maiden is like a young woman that would be, fertile to help create. Spirit. Okay. She circles. Well maiden. Okay, there's an old story among the Grail legends which tells that once maidens would emerge from wells throughout the land to offer food and drink to any traveler who came by and was in need of it. The well maiden's power came from the other world, and it was the source of life for the land. Well, when a king who didn't respect the old ways, did something not consenting to a well maiden, I can't use that word. I'm going to say S-A. I think I can use that. Anyway, they withdrew back into the wells. As a consequence, the land became a wasteland, and the story tells us the voices of the wells were lost. The life between our world and the other world was broken, and the land lost its heart, and we lost the bridge, the divine feminine which connected us to it. Oh, God. The well maiden is a living bridge between the other world and our own. She is a conduit, because she's a water spirit. Oh my God, they're talking about the elements, because this is fire, which is representing the bond of men and women, and this is the fertility. So this is like, but this is also manifesting, from the invisible to into like the world. But this also refers to like the man and the woman to create life, not just Mother Nature creating like plants and stuff, but animals are also. Where was I? Okay. She was a conduit for the wisdom of the other world and mediates its life-giving force. As an ally on our journey, she invites us to reweave that connection, to remember the time when people and the land were one, when the wisdom of the outer world would more easily be accessed. She reminds us that we need to reclaim the honor of the divine feminine to integrate into ourselves the divine mystery. She has been suppressed over countless centuries. Only then can we restore the balance which will lead us to the wasteland. Only then will the voices of the wells be heard again. See, and they're talking about all the elements are divine feminine because they're connected to Mother Earth. I heard yes. Okay, well that was interesting. Ooh, that kind of blew me away actually. Okay, so compassion is number 15. Okay, so compassion, well, that's pretty easy to, you know what I mean? Because it says the ability to stand by others without judgment and the divine mediator between heaven and earth. Okay, between spirit and matter. Didn't I write that down? I literally wrote that down. Jeez, I did, look, because when 3, I wrote down, look, when 3 is doubled and equals 6, the number 6 between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, it's a meeting and sealing a contract. So, because, oh my gosh, look, I didn't even realize, because the 15, a 1 and a 5 equals 6. So that's why the number 6. And that's why tomorrow that portal equals a 6. Okay, so the unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. They're talking about that manifesting. Okay, I think that's what... Okay, let me just look that up. 15. Whoa. Okay. The word compassion derives from the Latin word com, meaning with or together, empathy, meaning to suffer. No compassion can be described as the act of sharing or being with another's struggle or suffering. Oftentimes, it includes the desire to alleviate this discomfort through benevolent action, sensitive understanding, and warm support. And that's what the Isle of Women's Mysteries. See, this is where they're actually paying homage to the elements, because look, she's even pregnant, this girl, and she's pregnant, and look, she's offering. That's a ball of fire. They're working with the elements, they're working with the air, they're working with the water, because I'm pretty sure they're standing in water. Yeah, they're standing in water. They're working with the air, they're working with spirits, they're working with the fire, they're working with all the elements here. I think that's what they're doing. At least it looks like that. Even that staff, though, that staff actually, something to do with balance, I think. Compassion holds the highest energy of all human emotions. It is at the center of the multidimensional communication between the human being and his or her higher self. And this communication is exclusive to humans and have the unique capacity to feel emotion that is rooted in their connection to source. Human emotion can also shift reality. I'm telling you, that's that manifesting. Can shift reality. We can choose to move on an emotional, and with that, shift the reality we are experiencing. When we reach an inner state of balance based on wisdom and maturity, and when we feel empathy without attachment to our own projection or expectations. You know, I'm pretty sure I even wrote down wisdom too, because oh, maybe I didn't. Good news is coming. Epiphany, freedom, versatility, adaptability, trust instincts. So no, I didn't. Okay. But I did put trust though, instincts. And the communication, okay. When we reach an inner state of balance on wisdom and maturity, when we feel empathy without attachment to our own projection. Okay, I already read that. Compassion easily flows from our hearts to others, to our planet, and to ourselves. The frequency of compassion reminds us that each one of us walks in a unique and individual path of life, and that we create this reality based on the emotions and experiences we choose for ourselves. The greens represent the heart that is open to that love and compassion can flow freely without restraints. The turquoise symbolizes the higher heart, the place where the energies from the heart and those from the throat merge from loving expressions of truth. The water is the background, indicates the emotional plane. The 6 shining flowers optimizes the light that is generated by the compassion that flows from an open heart. The number 6 is associated with love and relationships, harmony and balance. The flower in the middle represents the core of our being and our connection to source. The colorful flower in the top is our shining expression on earth. That connection is solid and deeply rooted within ourselves. See, that's what they're talking about. See, they have, like, it has like this here, that's the throat and the heart all combining in truth with the higher one at the top. But the 6 is, again, they're talking about that 6. And that is where heaven and earth and spirit and matter come together. And that's how you can shift your reality, is through this compassion. Okay, so this jade thing, what's that? Oh yeah, that's this big book here. 63. harmony and beauty. And that just talked about harmony and balance. Embedded in the card is a beautiful meandering crop formation. Okay. Actually, it's balance and harmony. It says right here, the meandering path conveys balance and harmony. Green jade vines and 2 butterflies amplify the elegance of harmony in this scene. Choosing this card reminds us to notice beauty all around you every day and to take it into your being as one way of creating greater harmony and accord in your life. See how even a stormy day is filled with splendor. So this is what they're talking about, like that balance and harmony. Well, observe the uniqueness of any one of your personal sacred objects as if for the first time. Give your attention to the harmonies in music and realize you can experience them as a multidimensional. Notice how even such simple observations transform your perceptions. Hold an awareness of beauty and harmony in your heart long enough to generate a feeling you personally associate with each one. Observing this feeling and realize you can consciously recall it anytime you need a bit of harmony to ease the stress of your day. Walk in beauty and flow with the harmony of the spheres. Spirit. So that's, oh my God. So see how they do that? Okay, so the Isle of Women. I mean, I don't even know what to... And that's why they got me to bring up this deck, because that has a lot to do with the native culture. And they're so connected to the earth. Okay, so this is Irish mythology. Yeah, this is where the women go to heal. I know that's where it is. The Isle of Women is a place in which women's mysteries are celebrated. A place which allows them to explore in safety and sisterhood. In a hidden and protected land, men come uninvited at their peril. The women's mysteries, which are honored and explored here, include the blood mysteries of menarche, menstruation, motherhood, and menopause. Yeah, all the stages. And it's 3 again. Okay, the creative mysteries which spark the blossoming of new life, art, and ideas. And it refers back to that fertility again. It's a place where the lost or damaged feminine can be explored, reclaimed, and reimagined. It's a tenuous, a sanctuary. It's protected from the outer world, and that's contained within. It belongs only to women. This card invites you to find a safe place and to rest a while as you explore the mysteries of the feminine. This is sacred, inviolable space. You can explore the manifold ways in which those forces show up in your own life. Yeah, that's to keep you balanced in this connection. See, when you explore all these elements, that's what they're talking about. They keep talking about those elements. I think that's what they're talking about. Okay, and how you use those elements to, and well, we know that this cube is the building block of it, of all creation, of everything in the entire universe and our world. Yeah. Okay, so realization, what's that one? What does it say here? Supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expressions in this world. They're talking about how to manifest here. Yeah. Realization happens on different levels. Internally, we realize something when we become aware of that something as a fact. Externally, we realize something when we achieve our or fulfill a dream or a desire. On a spiritual level, we refer to self-realization when we are able to unite body, mind, and spirit and soul to step into our fullest, most authentic expression of who we really are. You know what? That is that realization of accepting that dark and the light. I think that's what that might actually refer to. The elements and your shadow self again. Like, look at all your negative aspects of yourself, because like they're saying, like, what happened to her, and then like you have this healing through compassion, exploring yourself basically through this compassion, find this harmony and balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. When they combine, then it creates this fertility of humans, well, animals actually, because sick animals cannot reproduce, right? You know, and then, yeah, okay. Let's see. The center of this activation draws us into an infinite inward journey through the layers of our awareness. The green indicates the presence of the heart, which provides the wisdom and stability needed in this frequently trippy path. The rich, bright blue coloring of this outer circle represents the ability and desire to express ourselves and to be realized in the outer world. The water represents the emotional realm, the heart's guidance system, and the orange and yellow stand for expression, creativity, and self-awareness. Actually, self-awareness has to do with those three ducks too, I think. Now this one here, Divine Madness, I think this is where she's studying to be like her gifts or something, and she goes into nature to do it. You can even see like the spiral on her forehead here. Okay, the next one, Divine Madness. Yeah. An old Irish story of pronounced Mish, okay, tells of a woman who, driven mad by grief and horrors of war, grows fur and feathers. She flies away into the hills and woods, eats wild and raw food and leaves, and leaves the intolerable world behind her. Mish then represents the woman who cannot and will not submit to the brutalities of the world around her. She withdraws from civilization and takes solace in the natural world. In the extremity of some great grief or trauma, the archetype mad woman or wild woman inside us might break out. And at such times in our lives, it might be a good thing to allow ourselves to break and run for the simple solitude of the hills, to withdraw from the unendurable everyday, to safely express our rage and lick our bleeding wounds, and to allow the natural world to work its healing magic. And see, this one talked about that rage and passion too, over here. To work our healing magic, for the natural world to work its healing magic. Yeah, because being in nature, it is so healing. That's why they have this island to heal the healing magic on us. Yeah, because this indiscretion of our civilized socialized selves forces us to uncover in the depths of our extremity whenever it is that we believe to be the source of life. Mish is the original wild woman speaking for us all, for the rage which we cannot express, for the grief which eats our heart out, for the voices we've suppressed out of fear. Ultimately, Mish is healed by love and gentleness, and a consequence is able to return to the world with new strength and focus. So because she's dealing with her shadow self. She's dealing with all of her negativity. That's why they wanted me to put this music on. What's this music? Clear negative energy blocks. Oh, this could be what's causing, like, you could be having like energy blocks. Maybe that's what's going on. You're having some energy blocks, maybe. Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay. Spirit. Yeah, see, women go through a lot of oracle. Wait for important information. See, her low. Wait for important information. That comes out here on fertility. Well, she has a bowl and she has a plate. She has something hot here. Waiting for important information. A Shaolin master. Be graceful in movement and action. They're talking about this compassion here. And Spirit Fox, look at that, and comes out with the feathers, same kind of feathers that she has. Look at it's even got this like round circular thing on its chest like she's got on her head. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Wow. Okay, do you want more here? Protection, guardian, drop your shields. Okay, Spirit. I think you're dealing with some negative issues or emotions. Night, be brave and honest. Yeah. Spring. See your seeds grow. And that's what that's what this card, fertility, was actually talking about that too. Spring. Leaving those winter months, and we are leaving the winter. Spring is coming. We're on the cusp of winter leaving because we're at the beginning of March. And I think for us, spring starts like March 21st or something. I can't remember. Night, be brave and honest. Yeah. Yeah. You have to use that wisdom and your instincts and your... You notice that there's two men here on this, on these cards too, with compassion. And that's why I was saying, like, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And then, like, you have the women down here, and then you have, like, the men up here, like, you know, like, define that divine feminine and masculine. It brings that balance, right? And that's what that's about, balance. And the compassion's about the balance. Okay, so another one over here for the Spirit Fox on realization. Yeah, because even the moon is like half dark and half light. I think you're talking about like your shadow self. Earth Mother, look at that. Feel loved and comforted. Medicine Mother. Okay, not these. This one, Earth Mother. Yeah, and it comes right back to, see, she's birthing the earth. I mean, they're talking a lot about the birthing here. There's, because fertility, she's pregnant. You have Earth Mother with a birthing the world. Okay, I think that's just confirmation over and over. Look, the Crow. They want me to read this card and this postcard, and I'm going to close the reading after that. Pretty sure that's what this is all about. They're talking all about this. What's this one? Dragon. This is the Dragon Oracle. So this Dragon card here, number 17. Okay, so his name is Ormayak, the son of a great healer. For the elven people, he's a free spirit who lives unfeathered in the heart of the natural world, just like she did. She just went to live in the natural world. That's probably for those people that you probably want to be what do you call those, like homesteaders, or like living off grid or whatever. There's an element of wilderness about him, and he has a great heart. Friendship is very important, and he maintains countless friendships with human beings. Okay, so the message that he's saying here is, you have come far along the path of life, and you are now mature enough to find answers and discover deep insights. The answers have always been there, but you are now ready to hear and understand them. The wheel of fortune turns relentlessly, bringing in the new while simultaneously allowing the old to pass. Let go of the old, or you will slow down the wheel's momentum and endanger your ability to assess situations and issues clearly. The time has come to accept destiny. Low energies will transform into high energies, and the wheel of fortune will become the wheel of happiness. Accept everything, all your mistakes and all your dark aspects. Yeah, I was even saying that. Your dark aspects, your negative self. Opportunities for growth, and embrace your path through life just as it is. Since the creation of his soul, Ormok has been connected with the black dragon Doob, whose name indeed means black. The power of the four elements, earth, fire, air, and water, dwells within you as a magical entity. But all of these is only barely lived by you, if at all. In order to make progress in your life's path and receive answers, it is time to consciously live and strengthen this element. Make this your priority. So that was the message from the dragon. He was saying that the power of the four elements, earth, air, fire, air, and water. And that's kept coming up, because this is fire, that's water, this is like air. The mountains are like earth. And the name comes out with Mother Earth. Okay, well, that's that. Okay, and what's the postcard? Oh my God. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask why you tell it. Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. That's that manifesting again. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. And that's what they're talking about here, wisdom and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. Be fearless. Okay, Spirit. Well, I guess that's the end of that. So I guess that's really to sum it all up. They're talking about using those elements to accept, to learn. Yeah, because they're saying like, we never learned any of this stuff. We didn't know any of this stuff. But with spring here being March coming in too, like it's just like the message is repeated over and over and over about the elements. I mean, even this dragon spoke about the elements, and then everything else here talked about the elements. So, you know, it's that balance between the feminine and the masculine and the feminine. But the feminine, all the elements are feminine, so they want you to embrace all that. Okay, Spirit. Well, that was a really good. You know, I know this is not going to resonate for a lot of people probably, because I think you have to be on a certain level of ascension, like on your awakening journey, to understand any of this. I think a lot of people won't really resonate with it, because unless you're, like I said, at that level of being able to understand those things. Okay, so with that, I'm sending love and light as always, and have a good day.